Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the January transfer window episode today here on the Realistic Road to Glory FC24 save. Full disclosure, this episode will be today, and then tomorrow there will be a double upload of double length bumper episodes, as tomorrow is the last day we are uploading any FC24 because Wednesday FC25 begins. And it begins here. So make sure you're following on Twitch, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel, make sure you're ready for Wednesday. Right, let's finish this off, shall we, before we go any further. So today is going to be January transfer window. Tomorrow will be season finale part 1, which will be February, March, and then season finale part 2, which will be April and May. And then we aim to stay up in the Premier League. I want to finish this season before we finish this game. So we are looking for a new goalkeeper. We're looking for a loanee winger. And hopefully, if we can afford one, a centre mid as well for this January transfer window. We currently have available to us financially £57 million and £86,500 in the wage budget. So there's not a lot of money to go around, but there is some. There is enough, I feel, just. Because of the financial situation, I agree that probably the better player to go for would be Gavin Bazunu. But because of the financial situation, what I'm actually going to do is go for Provedel, who's 82 rated. He has 84 diving, 85 reflexes, 80 positioning, and 79 handling. Yes, he's 35, but he costs 3 million quid. That would mean that I could definitely improve elsewhere in the team, and I wouldn't have to give half of my budget to a goalkeeper. So guess what I'm doing? Buying the old man for pennies so that we can bring in significantly better options elsewhere. I'll offer 2.7. They may even accept 2.7. They have accepted 2.7. Thank you, City. And he's only on £58,000 a week, so hopefully we'll take a bit of a wage cut to come to me. Oh, God. Please let us be able to get everything done that we want to get done in this transfer window. Please let us stay in the division this season. Obviously, we're not going to have the chance to... Or at least... Yeah, sure. We're not going to have the chance to do anything more in this save than... just finish this Premier League season with the nature of the time frames involved, but as you might well imagine, I've thoroughly enjoyed this save and I would like it to have some sort of ending. £38,000 a week. Provedel is in. He will join us on the 1st of January. We are not quite at the 1st of January thus far, but that's Provedel in, and I have more deals about to be done. Cooper's been recalled by Everton, that we expected, that we wanted. Chaloba's been recalled by Chelsea, that I'm going to reverse with the live editor, because Chaloba's certainly played enough football to warrant that loan not being cancelled by Chelsea. That's just the game being the game. Provedel has joined us, Sarmiento has left us, and Randall has also left us too, as we sold him also. So I now very much need a winger, and I very much... needs to bulk out the squad elsewhere as well. That is still injured. We're going to look to bring in Tyrick George on loan from Chelsea. That's the player we've had on our shortlist for a little while. He is decent, to say the least. Probably as good as we could get, given our financial situation. We may have the opportunity to buy someone else in the not too distant future as well. I could potentially try and buy George for £22-ish million. I would be tempted to, but I would like to spend the majority of my transfer budget in central midfield. So I will initially try and... Okay, then. Loan Tyrick George. Now, let me see with the live editor how long he's got left on his contract, George. Because, obviously, if he's got more than 12 months... Well, regardless, let's be honest. You can loan players in real life even when they have their contract expiring. His contract runs out at the end of 2031, and in game, we are in 2030. So, yep, I'm going to do that with the live editor. We're going to loan him in. We'll pay 50% of his wages, and that will be that. So, Tyrick George is in. I've now moved a bit more transfer budget into wage budget. So, we currently have 52 million in the transfer budget and 44,000 in the wage budget. I have a centre mid in mind as well. We've been scouring the comment section and scouring the live chat for names. Forgive the fact that there are some faces missing. I had to reinstall the live editor because of various different technical issues. So some of the alterations we made and updates with the previous version of the live editor have been reset, but it won't affect anything other than a couple of the visuals, so it's not too much of an issue. We found, someone mentioned in chat, a certain, where are you, sir? Man that is at Salzburg, who's certainly good enough to come and do a job in the Premier League. And that man is Elliot Anderson. £27.5 million valuation, 82 rated in Austria. That seems like a very good upgrade for my midfield, thank you very much. So, I'm going to try and buy Elliot Anderson, if you don't mind. And let's see if we can get him through the door, please. Offer transfer fee. I'll offer just over valuation and see if Salzburg are open to it. Ooh, I'd rather not pay that much, thank you very much. I'll probably go up as high as 34. 33.3, I will accept. Elliot Anderson, hopefully, will join us. He's only on 25 grand a week as well, so this will help with the wage budget, which may even allow us to transfer more transfer budget into wage budget if you want to loan some more players rather than actually be able to afford to buy some real-life players. Elliot Anderson, obviously, former Newcastle player. We'll offer him a 2-year deal. He might want 3 or more. He wants 4, that's fine. Crucial is absolutely fine because he's going to be starting ahead of Sander Berger. Berger will still be my go-to defensive option off the bench. This will be all of my current remaining wage budget. We do have, of course, the wage budget remaining plus stretch, which is allowed via the rules of the save. In real life, you can go over your wage budget. And we are going to look to do the same here in this save. But we obviously still have the finances to be able to readjust and cover our financial, not losses, but, you know what I mean, financial... Again, not necessarily mismanagement either. £55,000 for Elliot Anderson. He'll sign on. Oh, fine. Have 300 grand signing bonus as well. Just get in a bloody club, pal. Okay, so Elliot Anderson is in. We have Tyrick George loaned in. Trevor Chalobah is still with us. We have brought Provedel in, and the team now looks like that. So, is that team good enough to stay in the Premier League? That's the question we're asking at this point. I still have some money available. 16 million in the transfer, 45-ish in the wage budget. And obviously on January the 1st, I'm a bit apprehensive to do anything else, considering we don't really know what's going to happen with the rest of the window. We'll wait and see if we get any bids for some of our better players. And if we do, then that could, of course, change the trajectory of this current window. Our first match day is against Leeds United. We've then got Fulham at home and Bournemouth at home as well. 3 home games in the league today. Leeds are bottom. So we would very much like to beat them if we possibly can. They haven't won a single game all year. So watch them now beat me. We are 1 point from safety. This is our halfway mark of the season. Let's get 3 points. The Leeds United side that are bottom of the table are disgustingly good. 80 rated Ledesma in goal, not so, but the rest of the side, 84 Vanderson, 83 Bassi, 84 Singo, 82 Dedic, 81 Kakarain, 80 Gruev, then 82 Bakwa, 85 Ansu Fati, Gini Rutez 86, and Moise Keane up top is 85. They've some options on the bench, but not a lot. But that starting 11 is not one that would have not won a single game in the Premier League after 18 games, as far as I'm aware or concerned. But regardless, they haven't, and they are there for the beating. And a win could get us out of the relegation zone. We, of course, are very much hoping to be out of the relegation zone ourselves by the end of the season and maintain our Premier League status for the Season 8 that will not exist. I do not want to get relegated, please. Not been relegated all save long. We managed to avoid it twice when in the Championship. And I'd like that to continue here at Premier League level as well. I mean, I'm just going to keep running with Lenny Lobato here, but Vanderson is coming. Can't deal with the turn, though. Jesus Christ. Yes, he can. Oh, my Lord. What a challenge. Okay. Gini Rutez going to go through the gap, isn't he? So I've just got to try and slow him up here. Options are arriving. Here's Bakwa. And, oh, it's fallen off best. It's going to be blocked by Kirk. It's 0-0 still, but, geez, that was close. Leeds with the corner. Ansu Fati delivers it, and Fofana wins the header. Ramsey. Tyrick George. What can you do, mate? Can you change our offensive game to help us stay in the division? Ramsey. Little dink. Oh, no. The little dink was meant for Fofana. Ramsey back in. Surety ready to keep it away from their players. Let's make sure we hold on to possession. Let's not waste it. Through that gap, Tyrick George. He's in. Tyrick George on debut. Doesn't score. Conan with a good save. Ledesma keeping us out. Kean Best with the delivery. Elliot Anderson. Another corner. Putting the pressure on. Come on. Let's find Fofana if we can. It's Elliot Anderson again. It's Ledesma again. This is pressure. Like, I can't quite believe we haven't scored yet. Now we'll find Fofana, but we won't find the goal. Ball was not great though, but neither was that touch. And we will finally get it to Tiric George on some sort of counter-attack. Fofana will look for him again, and Dedic has recovered his position. Oh, can Tiric get to that though? It's Ansu Fati. Alright, Ramsey's attempt to tackle him just end up with him in a heap on the floor. No! Thank you, Provedel. Good save. Corner to come in. Are they going to go short? They're not. It's coming. Oh, no, they are. And Ansu Fati. Elliot Anderson in the way. Another corner for Leeds United. Both sides keeping up the pressure with the set pieces so far in this first half. Backward to Ansu Fati. Dug out. Henderson up. Shorty needs to win this. He has done. Fofana. There's George. Oh, we've got them outnumbered here. So if I can find the right pass at the right time, could be in for a goal. Please be onside. Goal on debut. Tiric George. Right place, right time. 1-0 Cambridge. Hopefully with the right signing too. Yes! Come on! Up the yellows. Is it Tiric or Tyreek? Might be Tyreek actually. Ansu Fati is gone. You don't catch him once he's got some space. It's a great finish from Moise Kean. First time. That's the quality that their players do have, even though seemingly they haven't shown it all season long. 9 draws, 9 defeats so far for them in 18 games. It might be ticking over to 10 in one of those columns today. Brilliant finish. And Moise Kean trying to close him down from behind. Can't get there. Provedel saves well down low with bodies in front of him. It could have taken a deflection, but he stopped it nicely. Delivered well. Away by Chalobah. Fofana's up nicely. Needed that. Right, Shola's going to get into the space. Fola's arriving, and Lenny Lobato could have the room to get in here. And Vanderson's run out of stamina. Tuck it back. Elliot Anderson. Fofana. Fofana still. Should have maybe played the extra pass. This with a throw. King. Lobato. Short. Josh King. Fofana's running. Fofana is gone. Anderson. Oh! I had to make it. Fofana. Oh, he's offside! Oh, I was pulling the trigger. Foden! God damn it. Win this, please. Want it back, at least. Elliot Anderson. Alright. When has Lewis Bate ever done that in his life? Eddie Nketiah with a double ball roll. And the ball outside to Backward. And Leeds are throwing bodies forward here. Eddie Nketiah fires wide from 25 yards. It will be a 10th draw for Leeds United this season. And a single point only for us in a game where, if only Fofana had been onside there, if only I played the extra pass earlier on. The win was there for the taking. I couldn't quite get it. Team has to come first. Jacob Greaves wasn't fully fit, so we chose to not play him. Disappointed we couldn't keep a clean sheet, yes, but to be fair, the finish from Moise Kean, as we said, was very, very good. The point is not enough to draw us out of the relegation zone, unfortunately, so we'll head into the next game against Fulham. Hope that everybody is fully fit. Sort my finances out before we get there, and fingers crossed, nobody bids for any of my best bloody players in the meantime. This Fulham side have been performing exceptionally well this year in the Premier League. They find themselves very much up the table. Stefano Turati is their goalkeeper. Alexander Barr, Zeno De Bast, Umar Solet and Ferdi Kadiolu are their defensive setup, which is very strong. Anthony on the right-hand side. Aslani and Samardzic maybe, in midfield. Jarrod Bowen on the left is as strong as they can get in the other wide area, but then with an 86 rated El Kanous and an 83 rated Gift Orban, who is going to be a quick and a strong and a good in the finish, means that they are pretty decent. They've got some half-decent options on the bench as well, including Christian. I'm not going to try and pronounce that surname, unfortunately, for those viewers that are of the same nationality. I apologise. Probably glad that I don't try and pronounce it, because I certainly would get it wrong. Here's El Kanous to start things off. The highest-rated player on the pitch at 86 rated. Hopefully, we can keep him and Fulham quiet here, but they're having a very good season. the best season Fulham have had, I think, arguably, since they challenged for the UEFA Cup all those years ago. Fofana. Oh, this could be a great start, but Shola can't quite sort his feet out. That was a very one-sided first half. Fulham with a lion's share of possession and all of the shots. They are a good side. They're having a great season. They are showing that they're a good team here as well, with their performance as well as their league position and points tally. Alexander Barr might be in trouble here, though. No, the referee's just going to tell him off and no card is given. That's fine. Could have been, though. Greaves, I'll just switch this. I'm hoping to finally have a shot. And when we do, fingers crossed, it will be a shot that goes into the back of the net as well. Best quickly in there to Lobato. Lovely footwork. Fulham just so compact defensively that it's really hard to find a way through. That was meant for Tyreek George. Thank you very much. I just can't find the final ball. We'd have everything but the final pass or shot in this game so far, which feels very much like Cambridge United in real life right now. Here's Gift Orban, who picked up a knock in the first half, but he appears to be okay now. Kadiolu in behind. He's going to square it. He's going to go for goal. We're going to get a free kick for handball, I think. Oh my God. I'm sure that hit a hand. It must have done. It wouldn't let me try and clear it with Jacob Greaves. He's gone for goal there. Keeper has actually saved that, although it probably was going to hit the post anyway. Comes back up and, yes, does hit him on the arm to go in. Greaves wouldn't have gotten there. Thank Christ for that. Well in, Job. Okay. I mean, I won it, and then I didn't have it anymore. Anthony with the back heel. Orban. Orban again. Provedel with a save. It's still all Fulham. Well in, Tyreek. George has done brilliantly there. Have Ramsey's not done brilliantly there. El Canoes. Uh-oh. Anthony. Save. Still all Fulham. Through that gap. Sanderberger in a good position. Look at the space in the middle. Oh! Should we have gone over the top to Elliot Anderson? Maybe so. El Canoes with options in front of him. Anthony. Gift Orban. Shot blocked and deflected. Provedel in the way. Still it's all bloody Fulham. Still I can't find that final ball. Lovely turn by Elliot Anderson. Can we find the final ball this time? Shola. No! Anderson. Fode. Oh, God damn it. I cannot score against Fulham. I can't even find a legal shot against Fulham. Oh, no. No. Provedel makes the save again. Deary me, this is relentless. Honestly, I want a counter for a goal attempt. But I don't know whether I'll be better served just trying to hold on to what we've got. Lobato. No, we're going to go for a goal attempt. Tyreek George. Ah! Tyreek! That was the win. Waiting to be taken. And he misses the target. It's not what we loaned you in for, Tyreek. It's not what we loaned you in for at all. It's a second draw in a row, but wow. It should have been 3, shouldn't it? It's a clean sheet, which is only the second one we've gotten all season. Brighton lost to Chelsea, which is good news for us. West Ham win, which is bad news for us. And with Bournemouth to come next. No, it wasn't a bit of a letdown. Elliot Anderson's been really, really good. Also, that wasn't his debut, if you don't mind, game. He played in the last one as well. The players gave me everything other than a goal. We could have snatched all 3 points. We weren't able to do it. Atalanta have bid for Lenny Lobato. That's one I have to entertain, but only 20 million? Not a chance. I had every right to ask Newcastle for 30. Atalanta will have to pay at least 27. At least. He is one of my better players and is super... No, I've got every right to fight financially to hold on to my better players at the moment. And if people aren't willing to pay valuation, my chief executive's valuation, then I'm sorry, they stay. If the chief executive reckons I can get 29 and I ask for less than that 29 and they just walk away, that's on them, not me. Crystal Palace away in the FA Cup to come next. Match day in the FA Cup. Not going to bother tweaking Palace's lineup for this, whatever they decide to pick for this round of the competition, we will honour. Darwin Nunez up top at 87 rated is going to be pretty good, really, isn't he? Our former centre-back, Cashin, in their starting lineup. That's why we let him go. I'm fielding a weaker side here for this one because, quite frankly, the league takes priority. I don't have enough fit players, do I not? Who's on the bench that isn't available then? Must mean that the injured Vata is there. Indeed he is. Sorry, Rocco, you can't play in this one. You can't play in anyone at the moment. Okay, we're through to the next round of the FA Cup. King, Barry and George with the goals. That was unexpected. We will have an extra FA Cup tie to play in January. At the minute, no one's shown any interest other than that one bid for Lobato in any of my players thus far. How still no one wants to even contemplate, no one of any real note wants to even contemplate signing Fofana is completely alien to me. But I am thrilled that still no one's showing interest. Another bid for Lobato. Villarreal this time. I wonder whether I could actually turn Villarreal down, to be completely honest. Let's see where they are in La Liga. They, I don't believe, have European football, although I can check, of course. Villarreal currently fourth in La Liga. They are a side of probably similar size to Cambridge, to be completely honest. Let's have a look at team stats to see if they're currently in Europe, whilst they're, at the moment, trying to qualify for Europe. For next season. They have Europa League football as it stands, Villarreal. I'm not sure. This is one that I can just initially bat away. The bid 21.4 though. And look, a fair offer should be between 19.9 and 29.3. But he says, but I think you can negotiate an even better deal. My chief executive reckons I can get more than £29 million. We will start the bidding at 28. And Villarreal are a side that will match it. Now that changes things. Lobato is on his way, it seems. He, this season, is my third top goal scorer and my joint third top creative player. But I have to, for a side that is playing in Europe and challenging for Champions League in their domestic league, I have to be realistic about things. And that is Lobato gone. Lenny Lobato leaves us to Villarreal for £28 million. Time to find a replacement. Replacement found for Lenny Lobato. Nico Gonzalez, 82 rated, 5'11", quick, can dribble, decent in the shot and pass, even though, say, 73 passing stat, 81 short passing is certainly good enough. Long pass of 66 is why that overall passing stat is as low as it is. Technical, first touch, and Trivella play styles as well. He is second choice in that winger role for them. So, and look at the finances involved as well. Yes, please. No, I don't want to pay that. Thank you very much. Right. Nico Gonzalez, I'll offer 20, and judging by what they've said there, they'll just accept it. Nico Gonzalez is on £60,000 a year. His contract is expiring at Lazio and is the elder statesman of their winger options. Oh my god. He'd be willing to come to us. 3-year deal is fine by me. Obviously, we're only going to be here for another 24 hours. Wage, he's on 60. I'll offer him 50. He might just accept that, to be honest. 50. Holy Christ. You're not having 1.6 million as a thingy. You can have a £500,000 signing bonus. How about £55,000 a week? 58. Done. Nico Gonzalez, £58,000 a week, joins. So with that deal done, we still have £16,050,000 in the wage budget available to us. So if we feel like we would like to or need to loan someone else, or maybe buy someone that's slightly older for a slightly lesser fee, we can do so. I'm going to go and put Mr. Gonzalez into the starting lineup for Barry there. But Barry, of course, will go onto the bench. And then Nico Gonzalez will start on the left-hand side for us. He's down as a right winger, but can play left wing. He's left-footed, so we'll suit that side. He's only got a 2-star week for those, so that certainly will be an area to start to train him between now and the end of the season, and hopefully his weak foot can improve. But fingers crossed, the most important thing for us right now is that our league position improves, please. Bournemouth are about how they were last time we played them, to be honest. Petrovic, Pantea, Hill, Senesi, and Helinho. Tyler Adams and Bergfall in the midfield with Justin Clover on the right, Chiesa on the left, Alfie Devine at cam and Fabian Ray at striker. Some options on the bench including Jean-Victor Makengo, our former player. Debut for Nico Gonzalez, continued first team football for George and Anderson, and 3 points would go down a treat here, please. Devine. Nice lead. Oh, the turn from Chiesa is excellent. Ray, Provedel! Brilliant save by the new man between the sticks. Chiesa's going to take this short. Justin Clover could get it in the middle. James Hill is not the man to be making quick turns or having a shot from the edge of the box. Trying to get the ball off Justin Clover here is proving quite taxing. And Alfie Devine. Justin Clover again, little back heel. Elliot Anderson is not fouled, apparently. And Provedel has to make the save again. Provedel's proved to be worth every penny of that 2-point-something million pound we played, isn't he, so far? 2.7 million quid. It's probably the best 2.7 million quid we've paid for anyone all save long if he ends up putting in the performances to keep us in the division. That was meant to go to Shola. Thank you. Good. Still, it's all Bournemouth, just as it was all Fulham in the last game, but we can hold on for at least a point. I want 3, though. Desperate to start getting some wins. Otherwise, we might get cut adrift at the bottom end of the table. Chiesa on the run. He's so good. Devine. Thank you. Oh. Cool. There's not very much I can say there, is there? I've tackled him. And then the ball is just miraculously straight back in his feet again. That's one of the BS goals that you can't really do much about. Thanks for driving out of the way, Provedel, but I have a feeling that is also the game being the game. Nowhere to pass, nowhere to run, nowhere to dribble, nowhere to go. Well in, Elliot Anderson, that was excellent. It's just all Bournemouth. Oh, the ball was there to be won, and he's taken the leg of the man rather than the ball itself. Penalty Bournemouth. Ramsey, the ball is right there. He's like run up, stood next to him and then just pushed him. Thanks, Calvin. That was a terrible attempt at trying to win the ball back. Fabian Ray from the spot. 2-0 Bournemouth. Looks like we're going to lose this one. Similar to the Fulham game, only that this time Bournemouth have scored. More possession than Fulham, more chances than Fulham, more goals than Fulham. 2-0 Bournemouth at half-time. We're not destined to taste defeat on this occasion, unfortunately. It would be remarkable if we can find our way back into this. We've not been able to do anything offensively today for whatever reason. As the side gets better with the personnel in it, the overall play, somehow, seemingly, gets worse. George and Joe. Fofana's on the run. Fofana is in. Come on, Fode, please, lad. I need you to bury this. Thank you. 2-1, 52nd minute. First thing Fode's done right all day, it feels like. But we have one back. Ramsey with the throw. Right, Anderson. Go for the switch. Job's there in the middle. Nico Gonzalez, nice touch and turn. Keen best on the overlap. Come on then. Fofana's going to be in there. Just got to find him. Oh, Senesi! What a header. Out of nowhere, he arrives. Here's Job quickly. It's Nico Gonzalez. Job again. Fofana. George. Turns well. Fofana. Job's there. Please. Nico Gonzalez. Blocked again. Got them pinned in here at the moment, Bournemouth, but they are standing firm for their 3 points. Ramsey with the delivery. Shola can't get to it. We're going to lose against Bournemouth because they're so compact defensively. There's just no room through. Well, the side is better than it was. That is undeniable. But the results at present are the same. I have a funny feeling that's us with a little bit of a gap now to safety, as we have a hell of a day to come tomorrow. And for me, a ridiculous recording session upcoming. If you're watching this on YouTube, come and join me live. Interesting Zaniolo, that's fine. That's just a player that it gifted me because I didn't have enough squad players when the 2 loanees got recalled. Josh King wants more football, and quite frankly, he's probably justified in being frustrated that he's not getting it, but ultimately, we needed the improvements. Not that so far, they've proven to do much for us. The gap still is only 2 points to safety, thankfully. We're only 5 points off 13th and Arsenal still, although they've got a game in hand, as you can see. The relegation fight is, unsurprisingly, probably going to go all the way down to the final day. But I'm going to head towards transfer deadline day now, and we'll see if anything else happens. Right, something else has happened. We've got some prize money from the FA Cup, that's fine. But we also have a bid from Tottenham for Shola. So, yikes. It's not much overvaluation, but this is the sort of scenario where I should be a little bit more understanding of negotiations. But if I can get upwards of 30, I mean, if they're starting at 25, I'll ask for 32. And quite frankly, they should be open to negotiating. Ask for 33. They should be open to negotiating. Surely it's Tottenham. 29.2. If they'll pay 32, I think we have to let Shola go. 32.5, I'll ask. Will Ange pay it? He will. Shola Shoretire looks like he's on his way to Tottenham. We have an idea of who we might go for, though, in replacement, but we'll wait and see what happens. Confirmation. Shola is Spurs bound for £32.5 million. Shoretire, however you want to pronounce his name, is gone. Player sold. 32,500. Somehow, so far at least, we haven't lost Fofana. You'd say that Shola is replaceable, certainly, and with 40 million and 88,000 pounds available in the wage budget, certainly is replaceable. Question is, who with? I think we're going to go for Luke Harris. I think for the role, he's just going to be better. Luke Harris is what we're going for. It's the choice between the two. If we can't get Luke Harris, then we will go for Lewis Ferguson. I have at my disposal £40 million and 88,000 in the wage budget, so we absolutely can afford this. There are players that are valued higher that we could bring in, but they're too highly rated, of course. We are limiting ourselves, as per the rules of the save. £28 million they'll accept, thank you, to only sign players that are as highly rated as your current highly rated player. It's not a rule I'm going to break. So what can we offer him a week? He'll get crucial. Luke Harris here, former Fulham protege. 3-year deal, Luke, if you'll sign it. Not very much. No release clause is fine by me, and I'm quite happy to give you about £50,000 a week if you want it. Do you want it? Yes, he does. Luke Harris joins. Okay, the rest of transfer deadline day then. Gonzalo Inacio, 70.7 million to Dortmund is the biggest deal of transfer deadline day so far. Shola's deal is the second biggest, and then Martin Tavares from Lask to Galatasaray. See if there's anything massive that goes through. Some interest apparently in George Ilenikena from Manchester United, but where he goes we shall wait and see. Some smaller deals going through here so far. 11 million. Nothing massive on deadline day to this point. Give it time though. Still just small deals. Urkly-durkly. Ah, there we go. George Ilenikena has gone to Mallorca for 57.8 million. Ruben Neves moves to Bayern from Bayer in the Bundesliga, and two of the three deals involve Bayer Leverkusen on transfer deadline day. It's a quiet day. Tchouaméni might be going from Chelsea to Dortmund. If he does, that will be a sizable deal, you have to imagine. Dortmund having already signed Inacio, look like they might be spending some more money. They have done £73.5 million. The two biggest deals on deadline day, totaling £144.2 million. Borussia Dortmund. Then there's Frankie de Jong, who's just popped up in between the two of them. Spurs to Inter for 73 million. So that is transfer deadline day, done and dusted. Loretz leaves Sunderland. He was a goalkeeper we did show some interest in, to be completely honest. That's my starting lineup now then. Still somehow No bids for Fofana. But we are across the board above 80 rated other than key and best. Ramsey's now 80. And in the key areas, we're 81 or 82. Provedel has dropped from 82 to 81 already. I was kind of hoping he wasn't going to decline that early on, if I'm completely honest. But he's been rock solid so far. And we'll trust that with it just being his kicking, I think, that's gone down so far. Diving and reflexes at 84 are still the same. There might have been one that was 85. He'll still be fine till the end of the season. He's been brilliant so far. He's not put a foot wrong as far as I'm concerned. That will be all for today. Forgive me for not going into much more detail with anything else at this stage, but quite frankly, I've got a lot of recording to do for the remainder of the afternoon, and this is already going to be up late. So do join me on stream for the remainder of the afternoon, where we will be finishing the season, or getting as close to as we can whilst live, and then I will be doing the rest of it offline. Tomorrow on the YouTube channel, 2 uploads, one of which will be 2 months, the other one will be 2 months, and we will end this season. But where will we end this season in terms of our league position? At minute 19th. But absolutely recoverable. So join me tomorrow and see what happens. I'll see you later.